Europe has seen a significant increase in Muslim immigration in recent decades. This has sparked debate and discussion across the continent. The impact of this immigration is complex and multifaceted. It touches upon cultural, demographic, political, and social aspects of European societies. Understanding the impact of Muslim immigration requires a balanced perspective. It's important to consider both the challenges and opportunities it presents. We must also examine the different experiences of European countries, as the impact varies widely. This essay aims to provide an in-depth analysis of Muslim immigration in Europe. It will explore the various dimensions of this complex issue and highlight the key debates surrounding it. In June 2024, the European Commission implemented the Pact on Migration and Asylum. This pact represents a significant shift in Europe's approach to migration management. It aims to create a more balanced and sustainable system for handling migration flows. The pact emphasizes the importance of strong border control to manage irregular migration. At the same time, it seeks to protect the rights of migrants and ensure fair treatment. A key aspect of the pact is the principle of solidarity among EU member states. It aims to prevent any single country from facing disproportionate migration pressures. The Pact on Migration and Asylum signifies a move towards a more coordinated and comprehensive approach to migration in Europe. Its effectiveness and long-term impact remain to be seen. Diverse factors driving them. In recent years, there has been a growing trend towards stricter immigration policies in Europe. This shift has sparked widespread debate and controversy across the continent. This is partly driven by concerns about the impact of Muslim immigration, which has been a focal point for many policymakers and citizens alike. Several European countries are calling for a shift in policy, with a greater emphasis on deporting rejected asylum seekers. This proposed change aims to streamline the immigration process and ensure that only those with legitimate claims are allowed to stay. Proponents of this approach argue that it is necessary to deter irregular migration and protect national security. They believe that stricter controls will help maintain order and prevent potential threats. They also emphasize the need to address the challenges associated with integration and social cohesion. Ensuring that immigrants can successfully integrate into society is seen as crucial for long-term stability. However, critics argue that such policies are inhumane and counterproductive. They point out that harsh measures can lead to suffering and do not address the root causes of migration. They contend that they could lead to human rights violations and further marginalize vulnerable populations. Critics stress the importance of compassion and support for those fleeing conflict and persecution. The debate over deportation and stricter immigration controls reflects the complex and often contentious nature of discussions surrounding Muslim immigration in Europe. It is a topic that continues to divide opinions and spark intense debate. It highlights the challenges of balancing security concerns with humanitarian considerations. Finding a middle ground that respects both security and human rights remains a significant challenge for European policymakers. Section 5. Cultural and demographic concerns, real or imagined. One of the most sensitive aspects of the debate surrounding Muslim immigration is the potential impact on European culture and demographics. This topic often stirs strong emotions and opinions on both sides of the argument. Some express concerns about the ability of Muslim immigrants to integrate into European societies. They worry about the preservation of traditional European values and lifestyles. They point to differences in values, customs, and religious practices, which they believe could lead to social fragmentation. Others argue that these concerns are overblown and often fueled by prejudice and misinformation. They believe that fear and misunderstanding drive much of the opposition. They emphasize the diversity within Muslim communities and the willingness of many immigrants to embrace European values. They point out that integration is a two-way street. They also highlight the economic and social contributions of Muslim immigrants, which are often overlooked in the broader debate. The question of cultural and demographic change raises important questions about national identity, social cohesion, and the limits of tolerance in diverse societies. It challenges us to think about what it means to be European in a globalized world. It is a complex and evolving issue that continues to shape debates about Muslim immigration in Europe. As societies become more diverse, these discussions will likely intensify, requiring thoughtful and inclusive dialogue. Section 6. Future Scenarios: Assimilation, Integration, Separation, or Marginalization. Predicting the future of Muslim immigration in Europe is a complex task, as it depends on a multitude of factors, including political, social, and economic influences. However, experts have outlined several potential scenarios, each with its own set of implications for both the immigrants and the host societies. One scenario is assimilation, where Muslim immigrants gradually adopt the dominant culture and values of their host countries, often losing their original cultural identity in the process. Another possibility is integration, where immigrants maintain their own cultural identities while participating fully in society, creating a multicultural environment. Separation represents a scenario where Muslim communities live apart from the mainstream, either by choice or due to societal barriers, leading to isolated enclaves. Finally, marginalization represents a scenario where Muslim immigrants face widespread discrimination and exclusion, leading to social and economic disadvantage and limited opportunities. The future trajectory of Muslim immigration in Europe will depend on factors such as government policies, social attitudes, and the actions of Muslim communities themselves, as well as the broader global context. Section 7. Political Landscape, the Rightward Shift and its Implications. The political landscape in Europe has shifted rightward in recent years, with a rise in populist and nationalist movements. This shift has significant implications for immigration policy and the integration of Muslim immigrants. Right-wing parties often capitalize on anxieties about immigration, cultural change, and security. They tend to advocate for stricter immigration controls, limits on cultural and religious expression, and stricter assimilation policies. This political climate can create a more hostile environment for Muslim immigrants, making integration more challenging. It can also lead to the erosion of civil liberties and the targeting of minorities. Understanding the political dynamics surrounding Muslim immigration is crucial for comprehending the challenges and opportunities facing Muslim communities in Europe. Section 8. Discrimination and Integration Challenges for Muslims in Europe. Despite efforts to promote integration, Muslims in Europe continue to face challenges related to discrimination and social exclusion. This can manifest in various forms, including hate speech, employment discrimination, and limited access to housing and education. Discrimination can have a profound impact on the lives of Muslim individuals and communities. It can lead to social isolation, economic hardship, and a sense of alienation. Addressing these challenges requires a multi-pronged approach, including legal protections, educational initiatives, and programs that promote interfaith dialogue and understanding. Creating a more inclusive and equitable society where Muslim immigrants feel welcome and valued is essential for fostering social cohesion and ensuring the well-being of all members of society. Section 9. Conclusion. Navigating the complexities of Muslim immigration in Europe. The impact of Muslim immigration on Europe is a multifaceted and evolving issue. It presents both challenges and opportunities for European societies. Addressing this issue requires a nuanced and balanced approach that takes into account the diverse perspectives and experiences involved. It is crucial to avoid generalizations and to recognize the diversity within Muslim communities. It is equally important to address the root causes of social anxieties and to counter prejudice and discrimination. By fostering dialogue, promoting understanding, and implementing thoughtful policies, European societies can navigate the complexities of Muslim immigration and create a more inclusive and prosperous future for all.